It's like every card in the set's just unbeatable. I'm actually, because of that, I'm really happy that they switched the order, the draft order.
Yeah.
Because anybody who did Shards draft, the
Yeah,
third
I mean,
set was,
Reborn was broken.
it was just so much better than the other sets.
Yep.
But you can't let, with the order that way, you couldn't let the power level of the cards dictate how your deck turned out. It's just your deck is what it is, and you have to hope that the powerful cards that you open are the right ones.
Yeah, like one of the things with the Shards block was, you know, there was fixing in all 3 packs. But I remember, like, when the third set came out, like, I started taking fixing in the first 2 sets significantly higher because in pack 3 I wanted every pick to matter.
Exactly.
Like those picks were huge.
Yeah, you're gonna get
you know what
10
I mean?
playables out of that pack, and they're all gonna be awesome.
They're gonna be insane.
And I feel like
even the commons, like the 7th picks, were like
Yeah,
better than your
extremely
better
good.
than like your second pick in pack
yeah,
1.
exactly. And I feel like with the power level of Besieged, I think it would have been a very similar situation had they not reversed the draft order. So I'm pretty happy about that change.
All right, they're starting the game up.
This is the finals of the Draft Open here at Star City Games, Indianapolis. We have Josh Tabak on your left. We don't know what he's playing yet, do we? And Sam Stoddard on the right with green-black, kind of infecty, bomb-ridden, fatty deck.
Yes. It's the Jurassic Park deck.
Right.
It has 2 theme songs.
We,
You know, the first thing, the dun dun
Yeah, yeah,
dun dun.
what's the second one?
What is it? Dun 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 dun.
I thought we were going to get Rashad in here and have him sing Dinosaur. So turn 2 life staff, and nothing from Sam. Pretty slow start for this format. Usually with all the mana mirrors and the early infect guys, you're going to have more drops than that. Trinket Mage, we know he has life staff to search for. Let's see what else he can get. Is that a Quarter Shield? A Quarter Shield is a card that took a while to pick up. At first it was not viewed that highly, but as people have drafted this set more and more, it's gone up in value, and it's quite good. The extra toughness against infect and the 0 mana artifactness for smiths or cheap metalcraft cards. It's one of the better enablers, I think. Is that a Palladium Mirror from Sam? So for his expensive bombs and dinosaurs,
it seems like a pretty good
a Soul Ring with legs is a pretty good start. Trigger Mage gets in for 3 thanks to the life staff, and Nurok Replica.
I'm a big fan of Nurok Replica. I like one force.
Yeah.
I like toughness in this format a lot.
Agreed. All these blue commons and uncommons are reminding me of Jordy Tate's Garvis Elscott article, though.
Is that a Hydra? No, I can't. 6 mana.
It's a new card, so I'm helpless.
Yeah, I can't quite make out the art on it. This is Adrian Sullivan joining the booth again.
Oh, yeah. We could have introduced you.
No
Sorry
worries.
about that.
No worries. I didn't have anything to say yet. Oh, okay.
It's a 5/5. Yeah, it's whenever an artifact goes to the graveyard from play. It's a graveyard, not your graveyard, right? A Quarter Shield on Nurok Replica. That's a big wall.
Yeah, that worm is not getting past that guy.
Not without some help, anyway.
Yeah. Good look at Sam there.
It's a nice shirt.
It really is. Looks good on him, too. Ooh.
The Quarter Shield is one of those cards that initially I did not give it the time of day.
Yeah, very few people did. Very few people did.
My good friend Steve, I remember he was playing it in one of his decks in one of the first drafts we did, and I was like, you shouldn't be playing this card. This card's terrible.
Yeah.
And he was like, really? I think this card's really good. And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, all right. He's like, I'm just going to try it out tonight. And at the end of the night, he's like, it was really good. So I tried it once, and I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, guess he's smarter than me.
So that's an Alpha Tyrannex. I know that one.
It's my favorite dinosaur. Remember Toronto, the dinosaur deck hadn't really been picked up yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad that Alpha Tyrannix existed, because Coralworm was actually the first Magic card I ever owned. So I just feel bad that it's
Obsolete
lost. Yeah,
now, you know?
It will never be printed ever again, most likely. But is that another Alpha Tyrannix?
Yes.
So twin dinosaurs against the.
Ian, get the kids.
Oh, is that a counter spell? What counter is that?
It's the,
Stoic rebuttal?
no, it's
No,
the
no.
new 4-mana one.
Okay. The
Well,
one
I
with
assume-
proliferates?
I assume that they have not exchanged deck lists.
There was no exchange of deck lists
Okay,
going on.
well, Josh definitely
Would not
would
want
not have
to
countered that if he
use
had
the-
seen
Yeah.
if he had seen Sam's deck list. Oh wow, Kemba with all those equipment could serve to stave off the dinosaur rush here. Sam draws his first land in a while, but besides that, it's all spells.
And I mean, he's already got the mana to go nuts. Now with his opponent tapped down like this, he may just want to use this opportunity to resolve the Carnifex Demon that's in his hand.
Those big monsters.
Yeah, I mean, he was hoping to bait out, you know, any potential arrests or anything like that.
Is that +1 and trample?
+1/+1 and trample, I believe, yeah. So
Yeah.
that'll
it's gonna
take
eat
down
that.
the Nurok replica. Go. Oh, and 5 from the other worm. Oh no, he gains 5
Yeah, he
life
gains
because of
5.
the artifact dying. Wow. That's a pretty big swing.
Yeah, Kogasho just died.
Yeah.
Now Sam can actually play his land and resolve a Carnifex Demon.
Yeah, land demon. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. Wow.
Monster, monster, monster.
With that Palladium Mirror, those dinosaurs started on turn 4 and have yet to stop. That's the 4th giant fatty in a row. That looked like it might be a Sunblast Angel from Josh.
That would not be a bad one to have at this point.
Isn't that a Sunblast Angel?
That does
Sure
look
looks
like a
it.
Sunblast Angel to me.
Looks like 5 mana though, so.
Hippogriff.
That's a pretty good card.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
So one of the things that people that have played against Josh know, he generally, when he's had successes, tend to be with control-style draft decks. And Madison's a pretty rough place to draft in terms of just a lot of good people. And that's the case everywhere these days, I feel like. There's a lot of good people everywhere.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's been playing against a lot of players that where draft is what we do. You know, Friday Night Magic in other parts of the country are constructed. Friday Night Magic
All you do is draft?
is draft. It's like there are 3 places in Madison where there's Friday Night Magic. They are all draft. And it's, I think, like 40 people at the one, 15 people at the other, and like 10 at the other.
Wow.
Rum from it's actually sealed.
We
love variants, man.
Yeah. Bunch of like compulsive gamblers. Just
Yeah, it's New
roll the
Jersey,
dice.
man. I see GFABs at my F&M, so.
It sounds like a fun F&M. I'd go to F&M every week if GFABs was going to be there.
He's throwing some guys in the way just to stem the bleeding. Hoping to get... Does he have a land in his hand for that Sunblast or no?
No.
Okay.
But with Kemba, he's got
He's
a
got some
decent
Yeah.
stream of chump blockers. And Sam quite obviously does not know about the Sunblast Angel.
I mean, it's possible that they were playing at pretty close tables. It's possible he heard the
Yeah,
Sunblast.
I would think that he would have, but he just sent all 3 dudes, so I don't think he knows. What was
Whoops.
just cast?
Another new card.
Yeah, exactly. Rashad, help! Well, that is not a land. He's got Acolyte guy.
Okay.
Well, it's some green creature that we don't know.
It might be a Blight Widow.
I think it costs 4 mana.
Drew Levin just came into the booth. He won his match again. This
You
is.
guys watched me win that.
Oh, okay. I thought you played another match and won since that.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
I
like,
live in
how
the
is that
West Coast,
possible?
guys.
Yeah.
So some awesome equipment that I don't know what it does either. And sends with all those dudes. Is it Zenith for 2?
It is Zenith for 2. That card's really powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, when it was first spoiled, it was a sorcery, and I was like, why would anybody play this?
Yeah, this card's terrible.
Yeah, and then I looked a couple days later, it was corrected to Instant. I was like, wow.
It changes things up quite a
We've
bit.
already seen its impact in Legacy
Yeah.
from Michael Burnett. You can blow it and then merchant scroll for it again.
Is that a Blight Widow, maybe?
I believe it is a Blight Widow. It's a 2/4 Infect Reach.
Don't act like you just remembered it. You looked it up and we know it.
I did look it up. Even looking it up, but I'm not sure if it's really a Blight Widow. Okay, he's at the point where I think he needs the land now or else. There we go.
There it is. Wow.
Boom. It's not bad. It's not a
What
bad
a
card.
blowout.
That's pretty good.
One of the things that this will let us do is put that Palladium Mirror and that Blight Widow over from off the
Yeah,
side.
so you can actually
We
see
can
them.
see them. There we go.
Do we
I
know what that
believe
equipment
he has
is yet?
that black card in his hand, though, the bomb, that the reanimate bomb.
Or maybe he won't put them into where we can see them.
What's the equipment? We don't know yet.
Is it the sacrifice everything equipment?
I don't know. Your screen's so much higher res than mine. Oh wow. Yep, there's the double raise dead.
No,
that's pretty
Doctor. That is ridiculous.
Alright, so we have the name Piston Sledge. Rashad doesn't know either, in short.
I believe it's the one where you sacrifice things and
Yeah, that's
deal
what
damage.
that's what I was thinking as well. The mortar pod.
Yeah, it's the one that goes with your Mirror Sires and your Perilous Mirrors.
I don't think that's a mortar pod though, unless the glare on the card is. The art doesn't look quite right to that. And I don't see a germ that it's attached to.
They're probably yelling at us in the chat, they already know.
I don't have the chat up. It's been
Yeah.
shut down.
So what looked like a blowout for Sam, then looked like it was going to be a blowout for Josh, and now we're pretty much back to parity. Josh generating some kitties, some Rashad kitties, and Sam with getting his Worm and Carnifex Demon back. But Josh still has quite a few spells in hand. Looks like trick of some sort. He blocked the Sunblast Angel with his spider and then pump it. And
another
disperse
counterspell?
him. No, it's disperse on
Disperse?
the spider, yeah. Which is a pretty good
That's pretty good there.
tempo boost and got rid of the pump spell.
Now it's going to be really hard to figure out what that is. But, 2 equipments for Kitty Maker.
Yeah, so he's gonna be generating 2 Rashad kittens every upkeep now.
Yeah. And once he gets enough mana, he can start creating his own Baneslayer Angel with that Sun Spear.
Yeah.
Sending with that guy.
So Sam draws Horizon Spellbomb for the turn. Now he's just figuring out how he wants to spend his mana. Looks like it's going to be... Oh,
Carnifex Demon, perhaps.
yeah, it looks like Demon, but I think you do tap the Palladium Mirror if you're Demoning.
He doesn't
Guess
have the
not.
black mana to actually activate the demon beyond casting it.
Right, no, but he has a Horizon Spellbomb that
Yeah, he could run out there
he's
and
just
then
not
leave
going
green
to
up.
cast. Yeah. It was fine. Like maybe he's
A
planning to block one
blocker
of these.
could be reasonable.
Yeah, blocking one of these kittens. I mean, like when Sam blows the Carnifex demon counters, the Plating Mirror is going to die anyway. So I guess soaking up 2 damage is likely more profitable for him than producing 2 mana the next turn, because even without that 2 mana, if he blocks this turn, his turn is still activate demon twice, play the spider, right? Which is a really, really strong turn.
Bounces the Carnifex demon.
There's a nice tempo boost, but doesn't really get him anywhere. He only has 4 kitties, right? 2 of which are sick.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly puts some pressure on his opponent.
Yeah, it's
I mean, his opponent's at 22.
that life gain from the worm way earlier in the game is turning out to be pretty relevant. Like I think that Sam's just too high, at too high of a life total to be erased here. The race being killing him versus Carnifex Demon.
Which creature is that lowest creature? The one closest?
Snapcell Glider?
I'm sorry, on Josh Tabak's side with the equipment.
Sunspear Shikari.
Sunspear Shikari.
Okay.
And that'll make him gain 3.
Yeah.
That's really valuable.
It is really valuable.
That's 3, 7, 9, 11 damage coming in. That's half of the life total for Sam.
He just eats it. Equip back to Kemba and make sure you get 2 kittens. We don't have audio, so we don't know if Josh has been meowing every upkeep, but
That's usually what you do.
yeah, if not, then that's a significant misplay. Looks like he's going to do something that's not Carnifex Demon.
It's a bit confusing to me.
Maybe he's going to try to double threat. Or
I mean,
an answer onto the table.
Yeah, if he doesn't Demon, he's going to lose the kittens.
Percy Kitten.
Maybe there's more kittens off screen that we can't see, and he's just going to die anyway.
Doing some counting.
Life
Turns
gain
out.
worm.
Yeah.
Well, it makes his chump blockers pretty awesome, although he tapped his Plating Mirror. Oh, it makes his Horizon Spellbound pretty good too. Doesn't have the land to value it, but he's gonna gain 5 and search for a land.
Which allows him to get a swamp, which lets him activate the Carnifex Demon.
Right.
I mean,
Turn he plays it, and he might get another swamp, which will let
Yeah,
him...
I actually really like this line. I didn't realize
the
I'd forgotten about the 5 life,
Yeah,
which is
Yeah,
super
the
relevant.
Fangren Marauder is actually turning out to be really good.
Yeah, I mean that Snapcell Glider gets the chump and gain him 5 more.
Which is just actually really ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then the Carnifex Demon can wipe up the kittens.
Yep. Oh, and the sacrifice equipment gains him 5 more. Wow. That's unreal.
Okay, 4 kittens to attack.
So what does the equipment give him? What's it?
+3/+1, I think. +3/+1.
Okay. So he actually can't even send the
The
Sunblast
Angel.
Angel.
Unless he,
Oh no, he doesn't have
swoops it.
Metalcraft.
Metalcraft is gone.
Yeah.
So.
Legacy players, welcome to round 7. You may begin.
It's just
This
a-
Fangren Marauder's doing a lot of work this
I
game.
actually didn't realize how much work it would do.
Like he's gained, what, like 20 off it now? Or 15?
He's getting 15 so far.
More on the way.
Yeah, that's
What's that do?
so Glimmer Point Stag for Josh
That's pretty good.
could have some good value. Like after the Carnifex Demon blows, he can reset his Sunblast Angel. Though he's just casting it for damage. Get that blocker out of the way. Move the equipment over to the Shikari. And presumably send the team.
Without the ability to gain 5 life.
Sure enough.
And there was the Shikari, or the Cat Mother coming on in as well.
I believe that would put him at 2 if he didn't block.
That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15.
You just eat a kitten here and hope to draw a swamp, right?
I think that's
Seems
correct.
reasonable.
I'm pretty sure that's his only line. Like, I guess this thing's gonna die anyway, so you can block the Shikari and save 1 more point. But either way, I'm fairly certain that Sam is gonna need a
Right, but if it was sorcery,
need a swamp to get back in this.
right, but
Sam with a quick judge question.
like there's like okay, block the token. Right.
Josh still has 3 spells in hand. I haven't been able to get a good look at him, but oh, I know one of them's the healer guy, which is probably not quite
An
gonna cut it this
appearance,
game. But
yeah.
some blue card.
Moves the life staff back over, most likely.
Yeah. So life totals go to 4 to 15, I think. And Sam needs a swamp. Oh, he didn't. Did he not play his swamp last turn? Oh, wow.
He forgot to play the land
He
last
didn't
turn.
play his swamp last turn.
Oh, he played a farce before he played the thing. It was a mistake.
Wow, that changed. I thought he had another swamp in play because he searched it for it, but he needed to lay the forest actually, so he could sacrifice to get the swamp. He didn't have the ability to do it all.
Yeah,
I didn't realize he had made a land drop already.
Yeah, that's how he was able to get the swamp,
So
is
he
by
gets-
laying the forest.
Well, he gains 5 here, goes up to 9, and gets 1 demon activation. Oh, it's sacrifice an artifact, not sacrifice a creature.
Sacrifice an
Just
artifact.
sacrifice an artifact.
Right, so he sacrificed itself to
Yes.
gain 5 life. Then his glider gets to block something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kittens get to attack this turn, plus the Shikari. So that's 6 2/2s. The stag. I think
so-
Sam gets to live.
Yeah, Sam will go to 2. Because the stag, the angel, and the Shikari get blocked, and then he just takes 6 from the Kemba and the 5 tokens.
Yeah.
Oh, so he goes to
Of course,
3.
that's presuming that none of those 4 cards in hand do something.
Right,
of
right.
use.
Oh yeah. I mean, if any of his 4 cards are real cards, yeah, he probably just wins.
Right, but he's having to think it through, so I don't think he has some big.
He might just
Trump
have like
card,
a really good
but-
trick, and he might just be like counting and being like, "Huh, is he dead
Does
if I
it-
don't
does
play?"
it work?
I wish I could tell what that blue card in his hand was. So life theft goes on the Shikari. So now if he attacks, the Snapshot Glider jumps in front of the Shikari, first strike kills it first, and Sam gains the 5 life. So Sam's definitely not going to die this attack if an equipped Shikari attacks.
So is it a new blue card? Is that what that is?
Yeah. Yeah, there's 2 new blue cards in his hand. Or 1 and a turn aside. It kind of looked like a turn aside, but I can't tell.
Huh. I really wish I knew what Josh had in his hand right now.
Yeah, same.
Adrian's going for a little jog. He's going to find out what's in Josh's hand for us.
Yeah, he quips back. He realized.
Yeah. You know, I really appreciate that he did that. A lot of players are too proud
Yeah.
to do that type of thing. They're like, oh my God, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah.
And he's just
It's
like,
just
okay,
one mana.
I realize,
Yeah.
he's like, I realize I made a mistake. It's
Yeah.
okay.
Shrug it off. It's
Yeah.
just 1 mana.
Like, I'm not too proud.
I agree. That's something that's surprisingly rare. Somebody just swallowing their pride and fixing their mistake. Is that 2 healers? Look like 2 healers. Yeah, it is. So those guys aren't going to be that relevant.
A lot of people don't like healer.
Two
I actually
blue
like
spells.
healer a lot.
Oh, he just equips it up. Here comes Adrian,
Steel Sabotage.
which is...
I believe that's the bounce. Bounce and the artifact.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that,
That was
really
the one I
good
thought
right
was turn aside.
It's pretty nuts.
And then, what's the other blue card?
I can't make it out. He keeps on moving his hand. I think it might be the Nurok Spy.
Okay, and then the
Or,
other, the
Nurok
other two
Commando?
were healers, right?
No, one's a White Sun Zenith.
Really?
Yeah.
He's been stuck on 2 planes this whole game. That's why we haven't seen it.
Ooh. Kitty kitties.
Yeah, he's got the kitty theme deck.
Yeah, man. Meow.
So he attacks with his vigilance, guys. Excuse me. Yep, Carnifex Demon activates for 1. What happened to the Snap Cell Glider?
He bounced
it.
That got bounced?
Yeah.
That still leaves him short, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to put him down to 3. He would have gone down to 1 if Josh had decided to serve with the Kemba. But I kind of agree with just leaving him at 3. Like,
That's fine at this point.
yeah, I mean, having a Kemba in play with multiple equipment on the table seems like it has more value than just...
Well, there's a Sildok replica from Sam.
Wow. It's 5 life. This game is epic.
Yeah, it's
This
very
is an
swingy.
incredible
very swingy.
game.
The,
I'm happy we get to cover this, man.
the question now is, now that Sam's basically stabilized, is can he kill Josh fast enough before the Zenith gets him?
Yeah, because as soon as Josh draws the 3rd planes, like the turn after that, Sam is dead.
Yeah.
Here comes Carnifex.
Oh wow, he blocks. So now the Angel's gonna die. Right, because he gets just blast the Accorder shield.
Yeah.
Gains 5.
Who's apparently doing something before the damage happens. Oh, after the fact.
Yeah, I think it's after damage.
Oh, yeah, the shield. Yeah.
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 So he
There we
gains
go.
10.
Yeah.
Wowzers.
And
And
Josh,
gains
gains
3.
3.
And now only
This is
now only has 1
hilar-
equipment. He only has 1 equipment
hilarious
for the Kemba now. So once all these kittens die to the Carnifex Demon, the inevitable Carnifex Demon activation, only 1 will be coming out. That's still not a planes. It's another
I mean,
new
this
card.
this displays the absurd power of Carnifex Demon.
Yeah.
Josh played this game to a T perfectly, and
Yeah, like Sunblast to
and-
kill 3 huge guys, and Kemba making 2 kittens a turn for many, many turns,
Well, I
and
think-
demons, 2 demons got him back in it.
Even
Yeah.
more than the demon, honestly, the Fangren Marauder has gained him, I believe, 30 life in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Yeah, the Marauder's been unbelievable for him.
Now Josh is unloading of some other things.
Some blue creature and I assume a healer. Oh, nope, just passes. Oh, it's a huge blue creature. What guy is
It's a
that?
big scary blue guy.
What is that thing? The new cards, it's so hard at first. Like, it takes a little while to get used to them.
There's Worm Coil.
Worm Coil Engine, Jesus.
So now I don't even know
Oh.
if the Zenith is going to do it.
That's a Spire Servant, or Serpent.
Yeah, I don't think Zenith even does it. Josh is 2 hits away from the demon to dying to
Oof.
the demon. There's the planes, a little too late, I think.
I don't know. Those are 2/2 cats. Those cats don't mess around.
I mean, you can only make 5, 6 of them. Yeah, that's not going to be nearly enough.
It depends, because it's an instant. He can get him.
I mean, Sam's not going to be attacking with his, like, snap cell glider.
A message from Glenn in the other room, who is calling this game disgusting.
Oh, wow, he did send the snap cell glider.
Oh, here it comes.
Okay, I'll block that.
Chump. We gain 6. That's a lot of life.
1, 2, 3, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
This game, man, this
Oh.
game is insane.
Yeah, it's not enough.
It's not enough, though, I don't think, yeah.
No.
He's still got other cards. I mean, who knows what else is going to happen? You know, maybe he'll drop deck the White Sun Zenith again. Wait, he still needs to kill the demon.
Yeah,
the
he needs a
demon's in the
flyer.
air.
He needs a demon answer. Boom.
What is that?
I think that might have been a Skyguard. Was it? Oh, wow, it is.
It is.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Meow.
Meow.
Well, Lenimir chumping gives him 5 more life. And Wormcoil's next attack gives 6 more, so it's still a losing race, I think. Like, Josh still needs to draw something, like an arrest.
Gains
It
2.
actually gives him 2 turns, though. The,
No, it only gives him 1, right? Oh, no, because he
Skyguard?
yeah,
'Cause
'cause
he
he
gains
can,
the 2, so he goes to 6.
well, 6, he needs to equip his
staff.
life staff to it.
His life step to it makes it be able to go to a 9. Don't
There's the
get-
healer. Oh, he
doesn't
didn't
pass it.
equip.
Oh, that's too bad.
Wow.
That was the first mistake I think I've seen Josh make this match. Here they come.
Where's the,
It's on the Kemba.
Yeah, and he left it on the chem, but the snap cell glider attack is actually super relevant here because of the healer. If the Skyguard just chumped the Carnifex demon, then he could draw like an artifact thing and heal and live.
You know, the hardest thing about watching this match is watching Rashad die so many times. This is like one of my worst nightmares.
There's that spider or not spider, what was that?
Yeah, that's
it's a spider.
Yeah,
It's the 2/4
okay.
reach infect
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
I think, right?
What's its name? Spider.
It's like Glooms or something, or
Draw for Josh.
Blight Widow.
Blight Widow. I was thinking of Gloom Widow.
He says go. Tap all your things.
So Sam. Oh, he does have something. Oh wait, that's a flying guy?
What the heck is it?
I think you pay mana and you can fly.
Oh, so he does get another turn for that arrest. And Sam gains 5 more life when that thing jumps the Carnifex Demon.
Is he at the 40 life mark now with that card?
He is indeed.
Oh, how ridiculous. Wormcoil, meanwhile, has only gained him 12 life.
To put it in perspective for you, so.
And there's another Rashad ready to die.
Yep, just 2
And
lands.
2 lands in hand. Oh. Wow, that was a fight.
To win that game, Sam needed 2 Carnifex Demons.
And
a
it was
Wormcoil-
close.
And a Wormcoil
Yeah, if
engine.
he didn't have the worm coil,
And gained 40 life from the worm. That was an amazing game.
Oh. That was actually, especially after watching all the constructed, that was really satisfying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that was
was
awesome.
It was.
man,
I love
this is so
constructed,
sick.
but this is just a nice change.
All right, well, I think I'll be off. Let you 2 guys do it.
All right,
Nice
be
hanging
well.
out with you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Again, this is Jacob Van Lunen. I'm here now with Adrian Sullivan.
Hi, everybody.
And we're covering the finals of the Star City Indianapolis Open.
The draft open.
It's the Draft Open. And this is Sam Stoddard against Josh Tabak. We just saw a game where Josh Tabak came very close to winning through 2 Carnifex Demons
Well, a Carnifex Demon, re-raised from the dead.
yes.
Carnifex Demon.
and a Wormcoil Engine. And
Yeah.
not only that, but it was from turn 4 on, Sam Stoddard played something with at least 5 power.
Yeah.
Every turn. And
Almost lost.
and was at 2 life multiple times. He gained 40 life from a Fangren Marauder.
You know, the thing that
40.
the thing that really shocks me is that if he had made a slight different line of plays, a play that would have seemed pretty strong, if he hadn't laid a Fangren Marauder, he would have just lost. The Fangren Marauder was better on the turn that it came into play than the Carnifex Demon.
Yeah. And I mean, it's pretty hard for Sam to know that.
Well, actually, he played around it purposefully. He purposefully had the choice between the 2, and he led with the Fangren Marauder.
It's true.
That's really awesome. I mean, this was really a masterful game on both sides. I think that the one moment that I think Josh Tabak made a small error, it didn't end up mattering at all because he top-decked land after that. But, I mean, that was still an epic game. And a game, actually, that if he had drawn a Plains a turn sooner, he would have won.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many little loops in that game. Now, Josh has both Zeniths.
He's
both
got
on
blue
color
and
Zeniths.
white? Wow.
Yes. He's got a Stroke, and he's got a Decree. So, Sam's fighting with fire, but Josh's deck is nothing to scoff at. And now the other
Sunblast
thing is
Angel.
that he also has Sunblast Angel in his deck. And here's the other thing: is Josh has counter spells. And in game 1, Josh burned a counter spell on Alpha Tyrannix. I don't think that's happening in games 2 or 3.
That was a reasonable card to hit, too, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, no, normally I have absolutely no problem countering a 6/5.
yeah.
But once you know your opponent has Carnifex Demon, Double Raise Dead, Wormcoil Engine, and this common that gains him 40 life, then suddenly Alpha Tyrannix doesn't seem as relevant a spell to counter.
That was some really exciting magic.
That was about as exciting as Magic gets. It was so interesting that both players were doing such powerful things, and the game just like it's not like it was never close. I mean, it was never like seemingly one-sided.
Absolutely. I was going to say...
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that it reminded me of is the comment that was made before by the Yo MTG Taps guys about battleship-style magic, right? You basically had a bunch of ships go broadside on each other and start loading the cannons and just shoot, 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 shoot. Josh appears to be okay with his hand.
He's a two-lander. He has an island and the plains. I know he has a Silvok Lifestaff in the first turn. And having any piece of equipment seems pretty strong in his deck. He has a lot of stuff to do that. Now, Sam last game also had the benefit of an unmolested Palladium Mirror.
Yes.
On turn 3. And that's a unique type of card advantage. That's the type of card advantage that's produced off cards like Jiraga Tree Speaker. Now, it's important to remember that Ben Stark, perhaps the best limited player in the world, took Jiraga Tree Speaker over every other non-rare in Rise of the Eldrazi. And swore by it. There were rares that I thought were absolute bombs that he thought Tree Speaker was just strictly better than. The type of card advantage created by having one card that creates 2 mana that can go over and above your lands, it lets you play a game that's just strictly superior to your opponent's game. Once you start double spelling and once you start playing things like 6-drops and limited, it gives you a massive advantage over an opponent who's playing fair.
Okay, so some of you are out there missing the Super Bowl right now. I am not missing it. I am really enjoying watching this magic right now. And Sam Stoddard here is going to apparently have to get another mulligan in.
He's going down to 5.
You got to do what you got to do.
I mean, you can go down to 5 when you have the cards he has in his deck. And we also have to remember that Josh kept a hand that was just a 2-lander. I mean, completely reasonable, especially considering he has spells he can cast with those 2 lands. He has both colors already. But it's not unreasonable for Josh to just not draw a 3rd land, and for Sam's 5-card hand to just get there. So this game is long from over, even though the player's mulliganing. There are a lot of games where I play, and when my opponent mulligans to 5 or less, they just seem completely dejected, and they've lost before they've even started playing. But it's important to note that you can win on 4 cards. You can win on 5 cards. That's not impossible.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that's really impressive, Evan Irwin called that first game a part of the best limited match he's ever seen, not close. He just tweeted that on our Star City Games Live, and I have to say, I'm right there with him. It's like not necessarily the best, but it's one of the very best I've ever seen.
I think it might just be the best I've ever seen. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Like, the epic things that happened, like there was a white Sun Zenith for 5. There was a blue Sun Zenith for 4. There was a Carnifex Demon twice. There was a Wormcoil Engine. There was the double Raised Dead card. There were dinosaurs. Everything. It would have been a blockbuster.
Cats and dogs.
Living together.
So we have the glider again. It was actually a very key part of the game last time versus Lifestaff. A Steel Sabotage stopped an earlier play, but now we've got, is that the +3,
yes,
+1 equipment?
Yes, the +3/+1 equipment. The new grafted war gear. It automatically equips when it comes into play, too. Ooh, Disperse is an excellent answer to that card, though.
Wow. How monstrous. He's sitting on all black. And back down it comes. Effectively, because of the nature of Piston Sledge requiring a sacrifice to be equipped, the Disperse played out as a counterspell, in essence. A counterspell that Sam Stoddard can choose what's being sacrificed, but still.
Palladium Mirror sticks. And remember last game, that card was extraordinarily instrumental. It let Sam, from turn 4 on, put dinosaurs into play. Dinosaurs, demons.
Josh gets his second white source, which is probably very key. See what it comes with. Oh, boy. Yeah.
White Faceless Butcher.
Yep. What a nightmare. In it comes.
I know too much about magic.
There's a green source, finally. It's probably going to be the 2/4 spider. Is that guy 2/4?
Yes, he's a 2/4 infect reach.
And yep, it's a spider.
John Becker would be very happy.
Yep, king of the spiders, John Becker.
Loves his spiders.
Loves his cigars. At least he used to. I'm not sure if he still loves his cigars.
I assume he does.
Cigars don't strike me as one of those things you stop smoking. It's like a commitment. Okay. I think that's maybe a Necrogen Spellbomb? Or not not Spellbomb.
See, so this is a scary thing to happen. He sacrifices his Snap Cell Glider and he gets in for 5 infect counters. That's
Wow.
a 2-turn clock.
Wow. Yep. What else we got there? No, that is okay. I'm gonna guess that there's gonna be a Sunblast hitting. Maybe. Yep. And it's not exciting to have a Sunblast be used to kill a spider. I mean, you have to do it.
I mean-
you have to do it because of the situation. But his
Yeah.
opponent has, demons. His opponent has other stuff that you want to be using that on.
I don't necessarily hate Shriek Maws that cost 1 more mana and are 4/6 flyers.
Josh is nearly out of cards, or is he out of cards? I think his hand is empty.
His hand is empty. At any moment, though, he could draw a blue Zenith. Zenith, however it's pronounced, and that would be a full hand.
A quick shout out to my mom, who apparently is watching. Hi, Mom. For those of you who are just joining us now, I'm Adrian Sullivan, and I'm here with Jacob Van Lunen. We're watching the Draft Open for the Star City Games Open Series. This is the finals of the first with Sam Stoddard here on the right, and Josh Tabak here on the left. I'm joined by Jacob Van Lunen here in the booth.
How are you? And we just watched the best limited game I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've been playing Magic for a long time.
Yeah. That was definitely way the heck up there. It had drama,
Yeah, it had, it had its ups and downs.
Oh man, there was a full 3-act,
Yeah.
movement
Both
there.
of them had their backs against the wall at multiple points. He drew the planes 1 turn too late.
Oh.
He drew the worm coil on the perfect turn. Like everything. It was.
Okay, and a trade, animal v animal.
So.
I'm trying to tell what that green guy is. I think that's another new card. That is a Rotwolf, is what that green card is.
This is a Viridian Emissary, I believe. It's a 2/1 for 2, and when it dies, you get to Rampant Growth. Now, that's actually really good right now.
Yeah.
Because Josh has got to be pretty worried about killing that thing. Like, he knows that if Sam gets to his 6th land, there be demons.
Yeah, this is true. The art on the Viridian Emissary kind of wigs me out. It looks like it doesn't have eyes or something happened to it. I don't know.
Hey, he's doing the creep. It's like from Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that type of thing. Like when people are becoming the plants.
And I think
before
Sam
they
is just
are
scooping it up.
resurrected.
Doesn't
Yeah.
have enough to come back
I mean,
from
he
the double
mulliganed to 5
mulligan.
that game.
Doesn't get the right second color of mana for quite a long time.
I mean, he made some really scary plays. Like when he randomly swung in there with for 5 infect, like that's scary. That his deck has the capability of that type of play.
To Michael Pilnick, I don't, I guess, know the terms battle cruiser or battleship. So, okay, that's fair, that's fair.
Battle cruiser. It's a Terran reference. Those of you that know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about. Both of these are like silent ringers in the Magic community. Like Sam Stoddard is way up there in a lot of events very often. He's winning events. He won an extended tournament for Worlds one year, and it completely changed the Worlds metagame for extended.
Absolutely.
Josh Tabak is a Madison player. You probably know him.
Yeah, I definitely know him. I've been playing with Josh Tabak for years and years. He plays really regularly with a lot of the Madison people. He used to play when Dennis Vidaguras was in town. Plays with Sam Black as a part of that whole crew right now. And in the last year, he basically kind of caught the fire again and decided, you know, Magic is a fun game. And there was a moment when he started college where basically he turned 18, and I think he thought for a second, you know, Magic is a kid's game. And then he came back a little bit later after graduating college and was like, this game is fun. And that's all it takes is getting that fire back. I think that Josh was even around when Maher was still playing, so I think that he was somebody that was a person that played with Maher, albeit I believe that Tabak would have been a small child at the time.
It's also a useful thing to have is that Josh and Caleb Durward are actually interchangeable because of their facial hair. So if one of them gets tired and can't really finish their match, they can just tag in the other.
Probably the highest pedigree
Trade
player that Josh played with is Micron, and also that yes, he does look like a trade-in for Caleb at times. There was a moment before this that he didn't look like he was a member of Fleet Foxes, but for those people that understand. Now I'm looking at Sam's shuffling technique.
It's very unique.
And I feel bad for any friend of his that ever loans him cards because it looks like those cards are getting mangled.
I have a few friends that butcher every card. It's not a big deal if it's a collection that you plan on holding. I'm excited to watch this third game.
Yeah, I hope that it gets anywhere near the first game.
Yeah, if it's half as exciting as the first game, I am going to be extraordinarily happy.
Yeah. You know, watching those two play, I mean, it was just...
And both of them played so well.
Oh, yeah. Punch across the face, punch across the face. Pretty much, I feel like it was kind of like if Rocky Balboa were to have fought Rocky Balboa. You know, Rocky doesn't block very much, he just kind of takes it and then slugs it back. Okay.
Now this new limited format, one of the things I really like about it is that they've switched the third pack.
Oh, the
with
third
the first
pack rule is awesome.
Yeah, it's a great new rule, and what AJ was saying before when he made the comparison to Shards Block, that was an excellent comparison. All right, game's getting underway. Now Josh has a lot of blue cards in his hand, and he's only got blue mana, but that doesn't seem to be too much of an issue. Sam gets the lead with a mana mirror.
They're both playing pretty quick here.
That's the mana mirror is pretty important for Sam's deck. Remember, once he gets to 6, his deck has a lot of 6s. They start coming down and they don't stop.
No Palladium mirror, so it's going to be at least a small delay. The 1/4 in play.
1/4 breaks on pretty well here.
What is that? Is that a vigilance equipment? Oh.
Boom.
Ouch.
Gotcha. It's not a card you usually see coming. I've lost many a game to Seize the Initiative.
Seize the Initiative was awesome there, and now we get our first dinosaur. What is
Golem
that?
Artisan's pretty good.
Is that what that is?
Yes. It's the
Yep. Okay. Yeah. The 4/4 for 5 that can basically kind of
It's a
play like
3/3.
a. Oh, probably 3/3 for 5 that can
if
play like a.
that guy was a 4/4? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
They can play like a super morphling, right? It doesn't have to make anything smaller. It just pumps it all up.
That card is incredible.
7 mana go.
It's unbelievable to me that that is just a high tier uncommon
Oh,
nowadays. Back in
boy,
the day,
did you see that?
yeah, the Blue Sun's
Blue
in it.
Sun Zenith just came in for the first time for 3. That is rough.
That's pretty powerful. And the fact that he has counterspells in a deck with Blue Sun Zenith, that's so exciting to me.
And a lot of the cards he's running, like some of the bounce effects, it's easier to throw those bounces away when you're refilling with Zeniths or when you're getting other card advantage off of, say, Sunblast Angel, you know, that kind of thing.
Ooh.
Is that Tumble Magnet?
Yeah, tumbling tumbleweeds.
So an interesting bit of stuff. I did some analysis on 100 sealed deck lists, and unfortunately I couldn't finish it before the season ended. So I had all this data and nothing really to use it on. But if you look at top 8 deck lists that had the Tumble Magnet in their sealed deck, only, I believe, 2 out of 32 people didn't play Tumble Magnets, and the rest played every single one they had. So it's a card that you basically are really, really fortunate to have. It's a quiet little powerhouse. You wouldn't think that just tapping 3 times would be so powerful, but it really is.
Now, Josh just telegraphed a Zenith. It's either a white one or a blue one, but it's one of them, and it's coming down right now. There it is.
White Zenith.
Yeah. We knew that was happening before he even passed the turn there. He did not activate the Artisan, so.
Uses that opportunity at the end there while he's tapped out to kill the Artisan before a Disperse could potentially save it, or before the other artifact could. That was a nice thing for Sam to notice there, that he had an opportunity to kill an otherwise very powerful card.
Yeah. Now, I'm surprised Josh didn't use that opportunity to tap the dinosaur. He could do it on his turn, but it's just a little more of an advantage to...
Does he have a Sunblast Angel in his hand?
That works pretty well with Tumble Magnet, too,
Oh
eh?
my god.
Yeah, now, I mean, he can just disperse that Tyrannix back to his opponent's hand, and then bash with everybody, and then next turn he gets to activate Tumble Magnet.
No, he just taps it. A bash with everybody.
Yeah. Coming in for 11. Viridian Emissary trades with a cat. Sam gets to grab another swamp. That makes Carnifex Demon a significantly more powerful out. Being able to activate that ability even just once the turn it comes into play is pretty huge. And a Quarter Shield on a Sunspear Shikiri makes that a pretty formidable defender.
What are those black cards that Sam has in his hand?
He has the Raised Eds.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not anything too powerful to really retrieve for this moment. I mean, it's probably going to do it because he has it, but with all those cats on the table, he's only got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to work with.
It's still pretty powerful. The Silvok Replica and the Viridian Emissary.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them come into play this turn, and he gets to have the mana to, activate the Silvok Replica.
Only if he taps down his mirror. And he's at only 8 life with a Tumble Magnet in play.
That's true. And with the disperse, too, it's looking pretty rough.
I think he can't afford to have the replica available to kill anything. Yeah, I think that's the right way to go. Just drop them down as bodies.
Now, Josh would just have the win on board had he used the
Tumble Magnet on King's end step.
last turn. Along with his disperse in hand, it's just about over anyway. Taps a guy, disperses a guy. Oh, he even has a Glimmerwood stag for a guy.
Oh, God.
He has, Sam, you have no non-land permanents to block.
Tap. Attack for the kill.
Did he just...
Isn't that still the kill?
No, that only puts him to 2.
Oh, there's only 4 cats. I thought there were 5 cats.
One of the cats died last turn.
Oh, okay. I guess with an opponent tapped out. Didn't see it.
I mean, it's okay to be a little nervous. He's just playing it safe. Which, I mean, it's
And
actually
also-
pretty unsafe, but...
He also played to a winning record yesterday. I think he finished at like 7-3 yesterday. And
Josh Tabak
There we go, Josh.
is the Star City Games Draft Challenge champion
there we go.
in Indianapolis this year. That's pretty awesome.
Congratulations to fellow Madisonian. I'm always happy to see him. We have behind him another Madisonian, Jasper Johnson Epstein, 2-time Star City Games top 8er.
No shaving while winning, Josh. Remember that.